Good morning, folks. Hey, the old Fisherman back with you again. Hey, we done had a heck of a morning already. I'm about an hour late, after 9 o'clock. Unloaded the boat, let my rope out, and I hooked the hitch to my rope to my boat. When I let it out, well, the rope come untied. We started out this morning, had to go swimming on Lake Monticello. And I ain't been swimming in a while, but I had to go swimming. Boat floated out in the middle of the lake out there, and I had to go out there and get it. Luckily, I retrieved it. We finally getting over here. It's after 9 o'clock, late, hot already. Hey, let's see what we can do. We've had such a bad morning, maybe the God will bless us with some fish. He ought to feel sorry for me. But I noticed that knot been slipping. Well, it slipped. We're gonna try something different right off the bat. I got a flutter spoon, a small Lake Fork flutter spoon with the tassel on it. We got two big 3-inch slider jigs above it. We're gonna see if we can catch anything with that rig this morning. See if we can get some bass, along with some perch. We're doing something a little different. They might not touch it. We've done it before. I just wanted to try it right off the bat, and then we'll get our other rig out. They might not bite it. But anyhow, thanks for being with me on another episode. Hey, we're starting off wrong, but we're gonna end right. I'm gonna think positive from here on out. Hey, your mind is the biggest thing about you. Your mind controls everything in your body. Everything. It controls the way you feel. You got to make your mind convinced that it's going to be a good day, that everything's going to be all right. Once you get in the gutter with your mind, it's going to be a bad day. So work on your mind control, and fishing, it is so important. I can't tell you how important. I got my shoes off, got my socks, they soaking wet. I didn't want to put my shoes back on. I stripped down to my undershorts. Hey, I should have took a video of that. But, hey, I don't know if y'all want to see all that. But I should have took a video of my boat sitting out in the middle of the lake. I should have done that. On what I was thinking. I was panicking is what I was doing. Luckily, it wasn't any wind blowing, but maybe that wasn't good luck, because if it had been wind blowing, it blowed it back to the bank, or it could have blowed it the other way. But anyhow, we got the boat after getting wet. That water's hot. My goodness. It's about 90 degrees up there where I went swimming a while ago. It's hot. So, hey, I had that happen one time, my other boat, in the wintertime, and with my John boat. So I made me a rod and reel, left it in the boat with a big old, I made a big old heavy duty wire, and I made a big old hook out of it where I could cast it over that John boat and pull it back. And I've retrieved it several times, but I don't want to cast nothing to my good boat here and break something. So I took that out in the truck, but now I kind of wish I had it today. I wouldn't have had to go swimming. So far it ain't looking good. I put this rig out there. I seen a few fish when I first stopped, and I had to get everything set up. But we're going to kind of troll across here and see if we want to hit it. We might have to get a different colored jig on. But, hey, some days they bite, some days they don't. Just got to get the right batch of fish that's ready to feed, and then you got to get them activated. That's what's got to happen on this lake. But anyhow, hey, we're going to get right back with you in a few minutes. Hey, thanks for watching the old Fisherman videos. Thanks for all the support. We're getting close to 10,000. I really appreciate all of y'all out there. Get right back with you. All right, folks, we got the first fish of the day, and I believe it's a largemouth. I went to reeling it up through there and one nailed it. I don't know what he's on, but I believe it's a largemouth right off the bat here. Yeah, he hit the doggone, he didn't hit the flutter spoon, he hit the jig. He hit the jig, reeling it up. First largemouth today. Hey, he hit that burnt orange motor oil color with a doggone orange tail. Just really, he didn't hit the flutter spoon. You see it. You see it. Hey, how about that, folks? How about that? We're going to throw it back down, see if we can get another. Lake Monticello. Maybe we catch a few bass today. Might be a bass day. I'm putting them in this water for a little bit, and then we're going to release them. I want to see if I can catch some more. I don't want to release them right on top of these fish. I keep saying that, but it sure is true. When I release them, it takes me a while to get another bite. But, hey, see what we can do. See if we can get another. Just reeling is what they want. There he is again. We got another. Activating them with this flutter spoon. They see that thing flutter, and they come up and hit one of them other jigs. That one's on a flutter spoon, believe it or not. We got a white perch on a flutter spoon right there. Sure did. Hey, I like changing around, doing different things from day to day. It makes you learn. It gives you, it makes you learn what you need to do on them days when it's bad. It gives you another opportunity to fill them out and figure them out. Fill them out and figure them out is what it's all about, folks. Fishing is more of a sport than you realize. You get out here every day and be able to be and get what you can adapt every day and learn every day something different. That's when it's fun. That's when fishing gets fun. When you get good enough to start being able to adapt and learn, that's when it gets really fun. You people ain't there yet. Y'all keep watching my videos and you'll get there. You'll see what I do on a daily basis to make these fish bite. I change around, I'll change colors. I got hundreds of jigs laying up here that I go through. I look down on the floor and if something catches my eye, I'll pick them up and start using them. And that's the way I operate. Visual contact of my jigs. All right, let's get it at a 45 and let's see if we can get another one. We got all kind of trash floating in the water up here. See if we can get another. Hey, we can stir them up with this flutter spoon, they might bite it. But I believe over here, they don't. I got the glass, shotted glass flutter spoon. And I believe over here, they like the doggone, there he is. Boy, they hitting it. I believe they like the blue or the darker flutter spoon, and I don't have one in that small size. We're using a 3.5 inch flutter spoon. Not the 5 or 6 inch, 3.5. I don't know if it's better or not, but it's a little bit smaller. We're trying to make them, we're reeling at a 45 is what we're doing right now to get a bite. These jokers here now, they might want it fluttering down. You got to kind of keep in contact when you let that flutter spoon down and watch your line jump. If it jumps, you got to set the hook, because them bass are hit a lot of times on the fall. I was just thinking this flutter spoon might stir them up. I don't know. It might not. It might stir them out. Hard to beat the 3 rig with the slider jigs though. And it's hard to beat, when they don't want to bite, it's hard to beat that 2 rig with a Bobby Garland and a combination jigs, slider or whatever. Strike King. Now I ain't getting a bite. I don't see them. We had them stirred up there for a little bit. Caught a couple. Caught a bass and a perch. We got to go out here and release this bass right quick. Looks like they ain't doing it anyhow. See, we get another bite. Stir them up. We got 2 places down at this end of the lake that I like to fish. Today ain't nobody on them. Last day before I didn't fish yesterday. I didn't fish on Tuesday. But day before yesterday, there was people in my way about everywhere, but it's so hot, people kind of had enough of that, I reckon. I'm tough. I want to go crappie fishing too, because I believe them crappies will bite today. That was a bite right there. They bumping it, but they ain't taking it. I got the big jigs on, and it's more of a bass situation that I've got on. Might need to put a 2 1/8 inch swimming minnow on. Never know with these fish what you need to be using. I was thinking maybe I'd catch me a bass or 2 right quick, but they ain't jumping on it like I want them to. And I know this flutter spoon ought to stir them up. I just feel like it flash and all that, like something dying. I see a few fish right on the bottom there, but my jig's way back under. So all I'm doing is pulling it up at a 45 and reeling right now. We're gonna start that, and then we're gonna get our other jigs and do the slow approach and see if they'll hit that. I just really fish and see if I can catch a bass right now. So what I'm thinking, there he is. There he is. There he is. He nailed it too. I ain't no bass though. It's a perch. It's a perch. Got him on the flutter spoon though. We catching darn perch on the flutter spoon. You believe that, folks? You believe that? Look at this. And there's my flutter spoon, and there it is in his mouth. Look at that. Hey, that myline at the end makes it look like a flashing tail, I think. And they're probably hitting at that, and they getting that hook then. But hey, we're using the lake fart, the smaller lake fart that they make, and we got the shattered glass. And up front, I've got 2. I'll show you. This is what we caught the bass on right there. The Charlie Brewer slider jig, and then we got a green pumpkin seed at the top there. But I don't know. Hey, I don't know if that's actually the pumpkin seed or something that looks kind of like pumpkin seed. Uh-oh, kind of messed up and got a knot showing y'all all this. But like I said earlier, I ain't good with these names. I ain't near as good as I ought to be. Names is my problem, and that's people's names and jig names. Colors. Colors is the mostly my problem. So they're hitting that flashy flutter spoon reeling it up. Not hitting the jig. Might need to put a lighter colored jig on. A swimming 2 1/8 inch swimming minnow on one of them. Probably blue. They like blue and chartreuse in this clear water, and then they like that light colored creamy jigs too, with a little blue sparkle in it. See if we can get another. There you go. Oh, missed it. Boy, he nailed it. They hit that flutter spoon, I believe. I believe. See if we can get another. They're hitting it, reeling it. That's what he wanted. They're hitting it, reeling it. Hit that 45. There he is again. We got him that time. Let's see if we can get a bass on now. I don't know. I doubt it. Perch. It's perch. All perch. Let's see what we got him on. Got him on the jig. The Charlie Brewer jig. All right. One thing about this, you can get it down and work it pretty fast. I ain't got no lead on it above it today. A lot of times I put a lead above that jig or that spoon, but I ain't got one on there right now. I ain't too sure the lead wouldn't help, because when you go to drop it down, it'll pull it down a little faster and make it have a little bit better flash. We got 12-pound test, Seaguar line. I've been using that Seaguar Influx or whatever. It's in a yellow carton. There again, that name's got me. But hey, it's been working. It's called Seaguar Inviz, I-N-V-I-Z-X, Invix, I guess is the way you pronounce it. I like it better than the Red Label. It's stronger. It's stronger. That's some good stuff. I'll tell you that right now. It's some good stuff. Invix. All right, well, one thing I can tell you, they don't want it straight up and down like this. They want it at slant. You got to drop it down and pull, let some slack out and pull it at slant to catch them. All right, now we got it at slant. Let's see what we can do. Nope, not that time. A lot of times them old bass come way up to get that thing. You can take a bear spoon and put a bear spoon down there where I got this flutter spoon in. I also catch them sometimes just reeling the bear spoon, and it got a little wobble too. Or Cast Master, any of that will work. But I'm using this bigger spoon in hopes I catch me a bigger bass is what I'm doing. So far I ain't got a bass on the spoon. There you are. There you are. You see what I'm doing. And I ain't catching but one at a time, y'all noticed. I don't understand that. They ain't liking that top jig I got on. They ain't nothing touching it. Actually, most of them hitting the flutter spoon. A little perch. Little perch. We need to put a different jig at the top of this thing. Something lighter color. That they don't want this dark color with red in it. Let's see what we can find here. There's a silver and black. Let's try it. See if they'll take that. They might. Let's try it. We ain't got nothing loose. Silver and black. I used that a little bit the other day and caught a few off of it. Alright, let's put it back out. See what we can do. Gonna be a slick, calm, hot day. Supposed to be over 100 degrees heat index. Water's down. They ought to be eating it up. You never know. You just got to come and go fishing and keep eliminating bad things until you get to the right thing. That's all you can do. Eliminate bad waters till you get to the good waters. All you can do. I ain't beat on the boat. I feel funny up here with no shoes on, but I gotta let my socks dry out. My brace got wet. I got an ankle brace. My old ankle's bad shape. I can't hardly walk. I need to get surgery, and I don't want to stop to get surgery, especially now with all this virus going on. There he is. Hey, there he is. They'll bite like this. We just ain't catching them one at a time for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. Sooner or later we get two. Sooner or later. Now he had that silver I just put on, y'all. He showed did. 3-inch silver and black. It's almost like a ghost looking color. And you know they've been hitting that ghost color stuff. with silvers and grays in it. They like that gray. Silver and gray is what it is. I say silver and black, but it's actually more silver and gray. These ain't the perch we're looking for. These are small perch. We got to get to the bigger perch. Right, folks, they move to the next good spot. Let's see if there's anything here. We on the side of a hump. It comes in from deep water and makes a turn right in here. And them fish will get on here a lot, and I already see them. They down there. We're gonna turn the boat. We got that flutter spoon on and 2 Charlie Brewers above them. We're gonna see if we can catch one. I think I see bass. I think I see bass. I know I see perch too. Let's drop it down, see what happens. See if we get a bite. See if we can get a bite. Drop back down. There's some fish there. We can get them bite or not. Stir them up. I can guarantee you I see fish in bunches of them. I see fish. We're gonna catch them right here. You watch what I tell you. Might have to take the other rod and put it out, but we're gonna try to catch them. There you go. I told you we were gonna catch them. What'd I tell you? There he goes. Nice one too. Nice one. Nice perch. I think we got more than one perch. Got several. Let's see what we got them on. Let's see what we got them on. Boy, he pulling, I tell you that. Hey, we ain't got but one. He's a big one. Great day. That is a monster perch, folks. Look at the size of this perch. That is a jumbo magnum. Hey, drop him down. We released that bass on the way over here. So we ain't got nothing but a couple perch in there now. See, we catch nothing. We got them down there. They all over the bottom, 35 foot. 35 foot, folks. 35 foot. We got bright sunshine, but we're going to catch nothing right about a few seconds. What I tell you. Watch this. I can't believe I can get a bite. Can't believe it. They all in the, they looking at it. We might have to put our other three rig out. They looking at it. They all down there. The whole string's full. Bass and perch. See if they'll take it. Ain't taking it. They ain't taking it. I seen fish flash behind that spoon. They all down there. We might have to put the Charlie Brew out, or either the Bobby Garland or the Strike King, Mr. Crappy Jig, to make these bite. That fish all down there. There's a bunch of them bass. I see bass. I know what I see. Bass. And I don't know why one ain't done took that flutter spoon, but they hadn't. See, we can get one to bite. We got to make them bite. They ain't want it. Pulling all through fish, they ain't touching it. We're going to change. I might take this doggone 3 rig off. We're going to put something else on. I can tell you that right now. Because I got fish under me. I ain't catching. And I'm going to show you, if they don't bite this time, we're going to change to something else, make them bite. Show you what I do. We got to get them biting. They ain't wanting this. They don't want this. We got to take this out. They don't want this. All right, I'm going to put this up. We're going to put this to the side. I ain't even pulled my rods out yet. Let's see if we can get one out here. Let's see if they'll take this doggone crappie jig. I hate to start with crappie jig because I can catch them a lot faster with the 3 rig Bobby slider, but we're going to put the Bobby Garland out there right quick and see what happens. See if they'll bite it. See, downsizing is a trick, but see, downsizing you might not catch as big as daggone bass. Is the problem. And we don't only got 8-pound tests in between our jigs on this rod. So if we get 2 bass on it, likely they're gonna break off. I really don't need to be putting this down, but here we go. Here we go. I hope I ain't asking for trouble. Let's see if they'll take it easing up real slow. That fish down there ain't bite there yet. See what I'm talking about? They don't hit just anything. You got to make them suckers bite. Doggone it. They might be feeding on mayfly larvas now, see? Not shad today. The other day I got in here, they were fishing on shad. Feeding on shad. We're gonna catch one more and then I'm gonna try the other jig. The 3 rig with the swimming jigs. Drop it down. Drop it down. There's fish all down there, plenty of them. Plenty of them. We ought to be killing them. Every time you move it, one ought to bust it. But see, this is so light. This is my crappie rig that I'm using here. And it takes forever to get it down. It's what it takes, ever to get it down. Okay, right there, it's getting to the bottom. Let's see what we can do here. There you go. There he is. You see what they're taking? Smaller stuff. They might be feeding on mayflower lovers. Mayflower lovers. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, one just broke off. Oh, that was a bass. One just broke off. I told you I didn't have an 8-pound tail. We got to put it up. Now we got to go with the doggone other rig. Oh my. Now we got to go with the other rig. Y'all see it? Broke off. That 8-pound test will not hold bass and perch at the same time. Will not do it. Now this 12-pound test will, but the problem is they might not bite it. The problem is they might not bite it. Let's see if they bite this. Doggone, that broke right off. That 8-pound ain't gonna hold it. Not with 2 fish between them. It's fine for crappies. It's not good for where these bass live and perch. Broke off. It snapped. Took my jig. Now I got to retie. That messed me up. Let's hope they bite this. I'd rather catch them on this if they bite it. They got to bite it. It's a problem. We got them all down there, I'll tell you that. They ain't biting it. Uh-oh. There you go. One bumped it. One bumped it. I missed it. He didn't hit it good. He just nudged at it. They want that doggone small jigs, what they want. They want small jigs this morning. I can tell you that right off the bat. And we got to get small jigs back out there. We might have to retie. He ain't hitting it. There he is. Oh, missed him. Oh my. We got more opportunity to catch a bass with this rig though. I can tell you that right now. With the 12. Oh, they're hitting it, but I ain't catching. They want them little jigs. Show it as the world. They don't want them little jigs. What they want. They ain't taking this. There he goes. There you got the bass. That's a bass. He come up there and crushed it. That's a bass. He come up there and crushed it. That's a bass. No doubt, that's a bass. No doubt, that's a bass. What? Oh my. If it ain't this a big perch. We got 2, whatever we got. I feel 2 pulling. I feel 2 pulling. Oh yeah. We got a bass and a perch. Huh. We got a bass and a perch. That's what we got. Bass and a perch. And the bass took that bottom big G. That bottom swimming minnow, 3-inch swimming minnow is what he cooked. Charlie Brewer. Y'all see it right there in his mouth. See that? And then we got a nice perch too. Look at that. Huh? That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what it's all about right there. Huh? That's what it's all about. Huh? Hey, day. That joker took that swimming minnow. It's a big swimming minnow. See that? Swim bait. Hey, y'all see it? Nice one. Put him right here for a second. I ain't throwing him back on top of my fish. Hey, we got a nice perch too. Get it off. Wind's blowing me now, blowing me out of position. That ain't good. That ain't good. We got to get it back out, folks. Let's get it back out. See what we can do. Turn this boat. Blowing us off. I knew it was some bass down there. I could see them. But we didn't get one until we run over it a couple of times. Well, we had a bass on the other, and that's what broke off from the other. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Them bass will break that 8-pound between them 2 lines. You get 2 fish on there. They will break it. Now that 12, that's a different story. There you is. There you is. There you is. See if we can get a nuddin. See if we can get a nuddin. Oh my, let's see if we can get a nuddin. I don't think we got but one. I don't think we got but one. I don't know that. Oh, another bass. Another bass ain't that big. Hey, spit it out. I'm glad he did. But the only thing about it, he's going to go down and warn the rest of them. That's the only problem. He will too. He's going to go say, let's get out of town. The old fisherman's up there. That's what he's going to say. In fishing language. Bass language. Whatever that language may be, that's what he's saying. I guarantee it's going to be tough again. We can move right over there now. You don't need to stay here. I'm going to move back over there about 20 yards, see if that'll get us back in the fish. They all over the place out there, bunches of them. And I think a lot of them bass. All right, get it to the bottom. See if we can catch one. There he is. Oh, God, he hit it. He hit it. He hit it. All right, see what we can do. Not that time. Nope, not that time. I'll back down. thing going haywire again. Oh, Lord. See if we can get a nutting. Uh-oh. That ain't good. That one getting off messes up. I swear it happens every time. This ain't no coincidence. It happens every time. I got to move off the place, get another place, start catching more fish when one gets off. You deep water fishermen, you better know that. They're bumping it, but they ain't taking it. I guarantee you I'd be tearing them up with that double rig Bobby Garland right now. Bet you. That's what they want. But the problem is the bass breaking off that 8-pound line. And they didn't hit that flutter spoon, y'all noticed. They might the next time you put it down, but they didn't that time, first time. Now they scattered out. I don't see them. Don't even see them. Don't even see them. Gone. All because the bass got out. Didn't. I ain't bumping it, but I missed it. All because that bass got off. Got a little breeze starting to blow. That ought to make crappie fishing good. Hey, they're hitting it, but they ain't taking it. Jig's too big. I'm fishing with too big of jigs, folks. That's what's happening. They don't want the big jigs today. I'm trying to make them bite is what it is. Let's check that thing, make sure it looks all right. I'm thinking we need to change our swimming minnow. Yeah, I tore that jig slam up. Let's put us a blue swimming minnow on here if I can find one. Believe it or not, I don't even see none up front here. I'll get right back with y'all. I need to retie anyhow. Hey folks, we retied our little double rig up with the 8-pound test, our little crappie rig, and dropped back out, and we got them done as soon as I went to move it. So we're gonna fish with the double rig a little bit. Might be asking for it. We got that on the Charlie Brewer with the tail cut off like I like to use. That thing's a fine little jig with that tail, paddle tail cut off. It's good with the paddle tail, but it's extremely good straight down without the little tail. So you got the opportunity to cut the tail off or leave it on. Depends on if you're casting and you want it wiggling or if you want it vertical straight down. So it's a multi jig that you can use different ways, and it works. Vertical jigging or casting, with or without the paddle tail. They down there on the bottom, they ain't wanting to bite. Beat the boat a little bit. I ain't got my shoes on. But they stir it, we stir them up, we can catch them. They ain't wanting to bite now. I see them too. They stirring up. I'm beating the boat, they coming up. They ain't wanting this double rig now. There's plenty of fish there. Plenty of them. They ain't hitting though. They don't want it. There you go, way up there high. Way up there high. That's a good fish. That might be a bass. I don't know what that is. Oh, he broke off. Had a nut and break off. They're breaking off this 8-pound test. We had 2 bass on, and one of them broke off. They're breaking off the 8-pound test, folks. I can't do nothing with it. They just will not hold 8-pound test bass. That's why I was using the bigger line, but they ain't hitting the bigger line. We got one. Look at that nice one. We had 2 nice bass. One of them broke off, and I just tied it on. Just tied it on, folks. What I'm talking about. Just tied it on. Them bass I'm seeing down there. Them bass. Look at that. Huh? Them bass. Broke my top jig off that I just tied on 2 seconds ago. Doggone. I'm going to tell you, that 8-pound will not hold them. I got it on my crappie rod, but yet they're not biting the 3 rig. Y'all see it? Huh? What's the old fisherman supposed to do? I guess I got nothing to do but put this thing back to the side because I ain't got time to do it right this second. And see if they'll bite this doggone 3 rig. I'll tell you what, let's change the jigs. Let's change the jigs around a little bit on this thing. They want the 2 1/8 swimming minnow is what they want. It's what they want. We're gonna put that blue, and I want to give thanks to somebody anyhow. Fella texted me the other day and wanted me to give him my address and he wanted to send me some jigs. Well, I give him my address. He sent me some jigs, and hey, and I'm gonna show you as soon as I get this thing here unhooked what he sent me. He ordered some jigs for me from Bobby Gore. I mean, from Charlie Brewer. And his name is Charlie Whitley. Charlie Whitley sent me these jigs. Charlie Brewer. And I appreciate it. He sent me all kind of colors, some blue eyes, and just different batches of them here in this box. You see it, several packs of blue eyes, and we got some black and green. Some of the colors I just caught that fish on. I had one to break off, and that is, if I can see, is smoked blue shad. That smoked blue shad is the one I've been catching a lot on, right there, smoked blue. But thanks to Charlie Whitley is his name. Thanks, Charlie, for sending them to me, and we're gonna use them babies right now. In a minute, I'm put some more of them on. Thank you so much. Appreciate all my fans out there that send me stuff. Hey, God bless all of you. And I really appreciate everything that's sent to me. And it's just wonderful to have good fans watching you and loving what you do. And we're just trying to help people learn how to fish. Folks, I've always learned it. I've been a deep water fisherman all my life. I've always done this. And a lot of people don't do it. And I thought it would be a good thing to teach deep water fishing to folks. People that's used to casting the banks and stuff like that, if they ever start this, they will quit casting the banks. Now, sometimes a year, you know, you like to do that, but I'm telling you, if you're in a deep water lake, you can't beat deep water fishing. The clearer the water, the deeper the fish. The dirtier the water, the shallower fish. You can catch these jokers in 15, 18 foot of water if you got a little dingy water, just like this. So you want to attack them shallower in a river system, maybe on a drop or something, with brighter colored jigs, oranges, something with oranges in it, and chartreuse for your dingier water. But your clear water, a lot of times, they want different colored jigs. They want the lighter colors. Sometimes they'll take them sparkly colors and dark colors in the clear water. So you got to kind of experiment with all of them. But I'm telling you, these fish are seeing this 12-pound test line. I'm not catching as many right now on this 12-pound. I'm getting bumped, they ain't taking it. And I don't know if they're seeing the line or what it is, but they ain't seeing that 8. That 8 is getting them. But the problem is, the 8 is breaking off. It's crappy set up. But them perch is hitting, more of them's hitting that 8. There he is, finally got one on the swimming minnow, but he's little. See if we get a nut. They get to bouncing around and the old big bass following it up. That's when he takes it. He's seeing the other one swim around. I had one the other day take it right here at the top of the water. I got that one on that swimming minnow that I just showed you. Charlie set me. Matter of fact, we got a little jig up here in front. They ain't touching. We got to change that over. They ain't touching this. I don't, you know, that's one Todd Smith gave me. They ain't touching it. We're gonna go with something else with that if I can find something else. Let's put a doggone blue Big Daddy swimming minnow on the top and see what happens, just for the heck of it. See if they'll take that. Big Daddy Crappie Bakes makes a good swimming minnow too, and he got some fairly good colors. Let's see if they'll hit that. Drop it down. We got a bunch of them now. There's a bunch of fish here. This place is loaded with fish. All we got to do is catch them. And Charlie Brewer then sends sample jigs. Every time you make a doggone every time you make an order, they'll send you a couple sample jigs in with your order, different colors. That's really nice of them. Uh-oh. I'm telling you, they want that 8-pound test, buddy, and they are breaking it off like crazy. I can't keep them on there because 2 bass is getting it every time. And they ain't touching this doggone bigger line much. we're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to tie some more back on that 8 pound and take it on my jig head. But that's what they want. I can tell you that right now. They want to ease it up slow. They don't want to run after it fast today. I'm going to tie nothing on there and get back with y'all. That's all there's to it. They ain't hitting this. Hey, folks, we got our double jigs, our crappie rig back up. We got one on. We got one on. Nice one, too. 2 of them. 2 jumbo magnums. Look at that. 2 jumbo magnums. You got to love it. Look at the size of that perch. Them good ones. This ain't even quite as big, but we got them on our doggone crappie rig, and we got a swimming minnow on there with the tail clipped off right there, and then we got a little Strike King ghost color looking jig, gray and black specks in it. Dropping it down, see if we catching nothing. Plenty of fish down there. We can get them to bite. They all over that bottom. All over. And a lot of bass in there too. Just a matter of getting them to bite. Matter of getting them to bite like that right there. Huh? Like that right there. Now that's a little one there. That's a baby, I think. Unless he's coming up. He ain't that big. He's kind of little. Kind of little. Go on now, China. Go on now, China, little boy. Little boy. All right, let's drop back down. Boy, it's hot already. I can't hardly breathe. No wind. Ain't got many boats on the lake today. Not 100-degree weather. Crazy people like the old Fisherman. That's about all that's out here. Trying to make another video. All right, there's the bottom. See if we catch one. They want it slow. Ain't taking it. They looking at it too. They following it up. They're tapering off, I can tell. Probably gonna taper off quick today. As soon as I turn the camera off, I get a bite. I mean, as soon as I say get right back with y'all, one nailed it. That's what we got him on. Oh, got him on the big jig above the flutter spoon. And I mean a big super dog magnum perch too, buddy. That is a big one right there. That is a whopper. Look at the size of that perch. That, my friend, is a jumbo. That's 1.25 pound perch right there. See if we can get another. All right, folks, we dropped the double crappie jigs down there again. Let's see if we can make them bite on it. Fish all in there, but they ain't biting. They just ain't stirring right now. They down there. Make them bite. There he is. They want that doggone easy approach. So when they ain't biting, you got to downsize and go to a doggone smaller jig to catch these fish. What you got to do. They ain't chasing that other stuff. You got to go to the mayfly approach, I call it. Mayfly approach. What we got to do, we got them down there. Bunch of perch. Mayfly approach on them. They bumped it right down. They want it real slow coming up. What they want. That's the way you got to give it to them. I tell you, they ain't doing it. They're making it hard on me. And no doubt about that one. There you go. Had to get it down there is what it was. Wasn't getting it down to them. There goes a nuddin. There goes a nuddin. There goes a nuddin. I think we got two. I think we got two. Look at that, jumbos. Look at the size of that perch. Here's some monster perch in here. Folks, these are some monster perch. That right there ain't that big, but that right there I just put in the box is. That lamb colored jig, buddy. Crystal lamb, they hitting that. They like crystal lamb, don't think they don't. They liking crystal lamb. Long way down there. Hey, go on and get a bite. They following it up too. Oh, going there all over the place now. I ain't taking it. There he is. I had to change direction a little bit with it. So get a nothing. See if we can get a nothing to come up and take it. I don't know. I don't know. Getting up mighty high and ain't got him. I don't think we're gonna catch no more on that one. Just one. One little one. One little one. All right. See, we get a nothing. 36 foot, dude. We done dropped off the edge of this thing. They out here deeper because it's so bright, sunshine, and hot. See, they're hanging out here deeper. That's where they're hanging. Out here in the deep water. I ain't got no little split shot on here. Two little tiny jig heads. 2/16 jig heads on this rig. We got 1/8 and 1/4 on the other one. Hey folks, we moved out a little deep off the side because it done got so hot. See if we can find something dropping off the side 38 foot of water. We got a few fish down there. See if they'll bite. The problem is getting them to bite. They done quit biting, but there's plenty of fish down there. There he is. Bass, bass, bass. We got it on that darn 8-pound test again. We got a bass, probably gonna get 2. 8-pound test, we got 2, I believe. On these small crappie jigs. They won't hit the bigger rod today with the 12, but they'll hit the 8. Got to take our time with him. I don't think we got but one right now, I ain't sure. Might be a catfish. I don't know what it is. Catfish and a perch. That's what it is. Catfish and a perch, folks. That's what we got. Catfish and a perch. Out here deeper off the side. That's where they at. Nice perch and nice catfish too. Catfish and a perch. That's what we got. Hey, come here, boy. Come here, boy. Calm down, you kitty cat. Calm down. You ain't gonna offend the old fisherman. See here? That's what I'm talking about. Catfish and a perch, folks. What? Little channel cat. We got them on the doggone Bobby Garland's, and he'll probably tear it up too. Trying to get it out of his skin. These catfish are tough mouth, buddy. It's gonna take something else otherwise than my fingers to get it out, I can tell you that. Calm down. Calm down. See if we can get something else on this thing to pull it out with. Without tearing up a jig. There you go. See that? Oh, kitty cat. Make 2 good little fillets right there. I think it's about time to go try the crappies. They ain't hitting this. Time to get a drink and regroup. Go somewhere else. Plenty of fish here they ain't hitting. We got to go find some fish that'll bite. These ain't biting. There you go. Finally took it. Nice one too. I'm going to tell you what, they don't want it. You got to make them bite it. I was just fixing to pull it up too. Look at that. Big old perch out there. Hit that clear jig. Clear jig. Bright sunshiny, clear jig, black specks in it. What are they hitting? Hey folks, we dropped it back out, we're retied and we got a nut now. As soon as I got it down there, nothing hit it. Drop it back down, see if we get a nut. Hey, we got a few down there. It's slow, but hey, we're catching a few, we're getting a mess. Probably got 25 now. Some of them on camera, some of them not. They down there though, they just ain't hitting. There he is. There he is, finally got him. Fish all over the bottom. That's a bass. That's a bass. That is definitely a bass. That is definitely a bass and a big one. It's several bass probably. 8 pound test now, remember. It could break off if we get 2. It could break off if we get 2. I'll tell you that right now. It could break off if we get 2. No question. No question. Look at him. I ain't got but one though. Oh, come here. Doggone it. I missed that one. It's a nice one though. Bass. Them bass out here. Bass out here. What they are. They kind of going. Chuck is pulling that. Look at him. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, boy. Hey, we got him. Y'all see him? We got him. Nice one too. Doggone bass on that little tiny jig. Huh. Look at that. Strike king. Look at that. Look at his mouth. Unbelievable. Beauty. A doggone beauty. 16th head. Little tiny head. And caught him. Softly moving it down there deep. He couldn't stand it. He thought there was something getting by him. He had to have a bite of it. He got a bite of it all right. Huh. Look at that. It's a beauty. What? We're going to put him right in here, throw him back. We ain't got no bass. We released all the bass a while ago when I moved over to this other spot. There's bass all over that place down there. Good ones. Good ones. See if we can get one of them. They ain't chasing it though. They ain't chasing. They down there too. That's something they'll bite. Drove a fish down there. Look like perch and bass to me. They just ain't biting. We ain't got the right color on something. They ought to be hitting something. There he is. There he is. There he is. Another bass. Them bass down there. Them bass. Them bass. I'll tell you that right now. Them bass. 8 pound test too. You got to remember. 8 pound test. Them bass. I think we got 2. One's gonna break off. 8 pound test. Them bass out here deep. Deep water bass. What they are. Deep water bass. Deep water bass. Good ones too. Huh? Good ones. What? Good ones. Oh Lord, good ones. 8 pound test line fishing. What? We ain't got but one. If we had 2, well, we got 2. We got a bass and a perch. Huh? See what I'm talking about? Bass and a perch, folks. 40-something foot deep. With 8 pound test and 16th ounce head. Y'all see it? Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Charlie Brewer swimming minnow with the tail clipped off. Got him. Huh? What? Y'all see it? Charlie Brewer swimming minnow with the tail clipped off, folks. Old Fisherman has done found a new way to use the Charlie Brewers. And then a nice little perch to go along with him on the Strike King. But the bass hit the Charlie Brewer. All right, drop it back down to the bottom. Where? The big boys lie. What? Oh my. Hey folks, pull out here on the crappies points that I catch so many on. Hadn't tried it today. It's middle of the day. I'm gonna try it before I go home. We caught about 20-something perch. I think we had caught 5 bass. See if we can catch a few crappies before we go home. I don't know if anything's gonna bite up in the middle of the day like this or not out here. I have caught crappies hot weather in the middle of the day. Like that right there. Like that right there. Oh, he got off. Doggone, that was a nice one too. That was a good one. That crappie just reached up there and sucked on it. He didn't even bump it. It just reached up there and sucked on it and got it. Got off. I hate to miss the first crappie. Folks, as soon as I said they ain't gonna do it, one nailed it. I don't know what he is. If it's a crappie, it's a monster. Probably a bass. Most likely a bass. Yeah, it's pulling like a bass. He's coming up. He's coming up. He's coming up. Ho! Smallmouth, I believe. I believe it's another smallmouth, folks. He's gonna break my line if I don't loosen that drag. Got to be a smallmouth. That joker thumped it too. I was pulling it about 15 foot of water and he thumped it. He thumped it. Old Smalley. What? You got to love a smallmouth. Hey, them jokers pull. They pull like a striper that jumps. That's what they pull like. A striper that jumps. Them's the strongest fish you can. Look at that. Oh! Oh! Beautiful jump. Ha! Double jump. What? Come in here, boy. Come in here to the old fisherman. Look at that Smalley. Huh? Come in here, Smalley. Look at him. Come in here. You think that ain't a pulling fish, folks? What? That is a pulling fish, and they love them doggone Bobby Garland clear jigs. I done caught 3 on them things in the last couple of days. Y'all look at him. Look at this beautiful smallmouth. Folks, he about 3 pounds. Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. Ain't he pretty? Ha! Ain't he pretty? Hey, you got to love catching them babies. Hey, we're gonna throw him back. Watch it. Gone! What? Oh, Lord. Hey, that's fun catching them. That's fun catching them. I was just kind of trolling it along real slow, going to another little spot, and boom, he nailed it. All right, we're in 22 foot of water. Drop it down here. We got a rock pile coming up right here. Or abnormality in the bottom is what it is. It's might be something down there. Something there right on this deeper little drop here, 23 foot. A couple fish down there. They could be smallest, and they could be crappies. Could be largemouth. We don't know. We're gonna find out. Something. It's a couple fish of some sort down there. I can tell you that. It looked like crappies to me, big crappies. We're gonna see if we want to bite it. Tell you, we've been a lot of fish today that didn't want to bite. There he is. We got him. There he is. There he is. That's crappie. That's a crappie. That's a crappie. Ain't no whopper, but that's a crappie. He hit that doggone Charlie Brewer 2 1/8 inch swimming minnow with no tail that I've been doing. That's what he hit. Hey, it's right nice. Eating size. He's eating size. Put out and get a nut. I thought I sent a couple of crappies out there. Hey folks. So we catch a nut. Drop down and we got another crappie on, believe it or not. A nice one too. Nice crappie. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that, what I'm talking about. Slab crappie. He nailed it too. Who? Nailed it. Turn my camera off, and when I do, I get a bite. Look at that. It's a pretty one, ain't it? Jumbo magnum. See if we can get back up here on this little spot catching another one. Hey folks, we at the old king pod. We always catch one big one here before we go home. That's all I can catch is one. But we're at the old king pod. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can get a bite. There he is. I swear. I always get me a big one here every time I drop it out there. And that's usually I don't catch but one. But it's usually a jumbo magnum. And we've done it again 3 straight times. Look at that, what a crappie. Look at that, what a crappie. Good gosh, look at that, what a crappie. We always get a big crappie here every time I come here. I never seen nothing like it. Folks, y'all see it? It's unbelievable. It's like you know you're going to get a big crappie every time you come here. Look at the size of that crappie. That is a well over 2, look how thick he is. That's well over 2 pounds. That might be 2.5 pounds. Folks, how about that? Every time I come to this king pod, I get me a monster crappie. Looks like maybe I ought to come here more often. My goodness. And he hit the doggone Bobby Garland jig, crystal lamb color is what he hit. I mean, he sucked it down too, buddy. He didn't play with it. He got it to way down his throat. Look at him. Ain't that a beauty? That's a beauty. My goodness. Slab. Water temperature 89 degrees. I just caught that crappie in. 89, folks. That's 3 straight times I dropped here before I go home and I catch 3 big crappies. And I guarantee you, other times I never got another bite. Let's hope this time's different. Maybe this time's different. I mean, he stuck it too. As soon as he got down, that one stuck it. And you see what I caught him on. A 16th head, crystal lamb, Bobby Garland, striped king, rather, not Bobby Garland, striped king jig. Not Bobby Garland, striped king. Mr. Crappie. That's what he hit. That's what I had on there. We got to pull off of it now. We got to pull back up. What we're going to do now at this point is we're going to pull back up. Let's see if we can catch another. So far, one's all I've been able to catch off here and they quit. You know it's more there. But who knows? Today it might be a bunch of slabs down there. And it looks like it is. Right there looks like fish to me. It's about 38 foot of water and them fish are down there 20, 25. We're going to drop it down to about 20 or so and see what happens. See if we get another. Right here. Right now. On this lake. There you go. There he is. Nothing took it. I done give up and nothing took it. It's something, ain't it, folks? Ain't it something? You tell me this ain't something. That ain't a monster, but he ain't no baby. Them suckers is down there and they don't want to bite. Now that one hit the doggone Charlie Brewer with the tail cut off jig. He ain't near as big as that other one, but he's a good one. I can tell you that. That's 2. Hey. Make sure that darn camera's rolling. That's 2. Look at that. That's a nice one. You know they're there. I know they're there. You can't tell me I don't know they're there.